Hello and salut everybody. I am going to continue with our youth today. I'm going to talk to you about how there's nothing social about social media. I am going to talk to you about how our children are feeling lonely and sad nowadays, even with so-called social media. Welcome back to the channel, Chatting with Nicole. So this is my I promised you six topics. And hopefully this is it. But I wanted to talk to you about our children, our youth, young ladies. And every time when I was talking to them, I was like, youth, they were like, I was like, hey, wait, let me ask. Is it youth or young adult? They say young adult. So I'm gonna go with young adult. So the question, because everybody's talking about, the holidays, we were talking about what they remember, what is the memorable holiday that they could remember. And I'm not going to tell you all of it, but through, I was showing my hair, and my hair now looks weird, but they were talking about, we were talking about memorable holiday, time, holiday tradition. And and from what I heard from these young adults, made me want to have this conversation. I had this conversation before, but I want to remind you, parents, that even with this social media craziness that we have in our lives today, your children are feeling lonely. Yes, your children are sad. Even if they're telling you they don't want to hear from you, even if your children are just mad at you, they're always on their phone, they're always on their computer, they don't want anything to do with you, your children are lonely. Your children are sad. I shared a video, this video here. It talked about, even with social media, how loneliness, there's a disease, the loneliness disease. I don't know if you guys seen it, but it is real. So from what I'm hearing from our young ladies, there's so much on social media, so much going on with their friends and everybody, but they cannot identify themselves with these people. Because these people, what they are doing, it's not, they don't see it. They don't see themselves. There's so much fake and phony that they see. So they don't identify with everything they see in social media. Yes, they are addicted to it. They are following, they are watching, they are feeling left out. They are comparing themselves, judging themselves. They are wondering why this? So even though they are on it, they are still feeling lonely. They are feeling left out. They are feeling sad. So I want you guys to be aware of this. Some of the answers that I heard, they are questioning all the war in Ukraine, the wars in Israel and Gaza. Our young children are confused. They are angry. Most of them are angry at God, especially since the war is happening in Israel. Your children are confused. They are angry. They are lonely. They are sad. They have questions. The other one that I heard, we were talking about the memorable, Christmas time, holiday times. And this person said they receive a very expensive gift, a plaque from their father. And the plaque, that she's very disappointed, like disturbed, like annoyed about this gift. The gift, it is a plaque that wrote the writing of, very nice things about your child. And it was given to her as a gift. Given to her, him as a gift. And And she was very moved by it. When she read it, she was very moved that, oh my God, my father think about me this way. Oh, I didn't know. She felt loved. But then she was going through her phone and she realized that this was something that was being sold. So really, she thought that it was handmade. It was her father really wrote this and put it on a plaque and had it made for her. But she found out that this was actually something that is already written and it was being sold, and the father just bought it for her. Oh, she hasn't told the father. The father doesn't know that she feels the way. She found out that those words were not his own words. This girl is so disappointed. So she says she missed the time they used to spend together, the one-on-one they used to spend together, a holiday, traditions they used to have when she was younger. So there is a disconnect. So even though we have social media, we lack in everything electronics, that gift that she realized is not a real one. It's not a handwritten coming from her father. It is disappointed. She's very disappointed in that gift. That gift is nothing. She said she was really holding this, but it's not, because it's not real. It's not personal to her anymore. So I am asking, the question was, what is your memorable and what would you want to have for the Christmas and the holidays? The children are saying how parents are hypocrites. It is sad, but true. How they are hypocrites. How parents look certain way, but look certain way in public, that does certain things different at home, but they're expecting them to do the same. They're expecting them to do different. Oh, hey. I'm telling you, this was like, this was an amazing conversations that I have. So I am bringing it up to you here. So I am telling you today, this holiday season, whatever you have planned for your children, whatever you have planned to do, I want you, however much you are thinking of spending on your children, what your children really want is that connection, the one-on-one. You to love them, to show them that you love them. For you to be there with them, for you to speak to them. Even, I know it is not easy. And I know they look at you, they are upstairs and they texting you, you texting them. And you think that, oh, they're happy with whatever they're watching. They're happy at school. I want to tell you different. I want to tell you that even with the social media, with everything social media, everything that is going on, your children need you. Your children need your presence. Your children need your love. Your children need a hug from you. So the best thing you can do for your children, I want to say, first thing, the hypocritism that, they're calling us, you need to set by example. You can't be living and showing people that you are this and then at home you are somebody else. I'm talking about parents, fathers, and mothers. You need to set example for your children to follow. Secondly, when you want to give a gift to your children, give a worthy gift. Give a gift that is from your heart. Don't go buy some writing from somebody else write on plaque and give to your child. That's why I always hate, and some of you are gonna hear this for the first time. I hate on a holiday when people send me emoji, something else somebody else wrote. Sometimes you receive a forwarding from like 10 people, the same thing from 10 people. That is not personal. That's why when I'm responding to you, I just put happy, Merry Christmas. I write it. That is more personable. Take a second and write something meaningful to your children. Take a second and do something meaningful to your children So I am saying this for our children. I'm focusing on our children, but think about the adult as well. When you are sending something, when you are doing something, do something that is meaningful to them. So when you are saying you want something easy, you just go and buy a plaque on the internet, online, and give to your child. She's thinking that, oh, this my father really thoughtful. He really thought about me, and he really think about me, and this is how he feels about me. And imagine how she finds out that fathers are just buying the same thing to their children. So think about the gift you are giving to your children. Your children do not care. I am telling you, some of them may, but most of them do not care about how much you spend on a gift. Make the gift meaningful and personal, and make something that they will love. Give them something. Know your children and give them based on how you know them, what you know they're going to like. Don't just pick something because it's expensive and give them. So I hope that you are hearing what I'm saying. Speak to your children. Your children are still confused about the war, about everything that is going on. Speak to them. Have a conversation with them. They are blaming God. So I need you to talk to your children. Speak to your children about God. Your children are confused. They are confused. There is so much going on that they don't know where they belong. They don't know where they are. Their place is in this earth with all the social media. They see things, they don't identify with it. So my suggestion is, please pray for your children. Talk about God to your children. Introduce the Bible to your children. Introduce the Bible to your children, but most importantly, pray for them. Pray with them. Because this world, hey, they are confused. Imagine us already. We are confused as adults. Imagine your children, how they're feeling with everything they see at school. So talk to your children, I beg you. Don't just assume they are okay. They are not okay. I promise you, they are, even if they are okay, they say they're okay, still talk to them anyway. Bring your children closer to God. That's the only way. So that they can tune out the other noise from social media, everything else that is confusing them, everything. When they know God, when they believe, when they read the Bible, because when that is confusing them, the Bible does not lie. The word of God does not change, does not perish. Everything else will go away. Everything else we see going to go away, but the word of God stays the same. It's never going to change. So that's the one thing that is assurance that will not change. They believe whatever they do, it will not change. So focus your children. Give them the word of God and walk the walk. Show, what you say, do what you say. Show and speak, walk by example to your children, because the confusion is too much out there in social media. So they want to have, some kind of sustainment or consistency at home. And it is up to you to give them that. So don't just assume your children are okay, because they are not. So I just want to remind you this. And I know it is not easy, especially now. The way our children are being raised, what is being said, what is happening in the world. Imagine the confusion. So it is not easy. So, and I just want you to pray. And the other friends that they have, pray for their friends. Instead of judging others or saying this about others, no. Show them love. Show unity. Show consistency at home so that at least they have that. And bring God into your lives so that they have that they have that assurance. They know that, oh, this is real. Whatever is happening, that is just noise. That is not me. When I come home, oh, I feel home. When I come home, I am home. This is real. They can know that God is real. They can know that, you are real. So that will take that away. That will help them. So I just want you, again, I'm not telling you how to teach, how to raise your children. I am not telling you what to do. I am just reminding you that this holiday season, instead of stressing yourself having to give something, even if you have to give them anyway, I want you to think about the gift of love, the gift of consistency, the gift of this family gift of, being in their face, be in their face, be in their face, in their business. Yes, they hate it, but trust me, they need it. So give a gift of yourself, your heart, your care to your children. That is most important to this holiday season. Introduce God, Jesus, into your children's life. That is one thing that will never change and never go away, never going to destroy them. It's never going to, lie. It's never going to perish. So this is serious. So I want you to think about it. This holiday season, instead of focusing on, on how much you're going to spend, instead of focus on things, think of life instead. Give your children life instead. Give your children Jesus instead. Give your children, what will never disappoint them instead. Give your children you. Give your children yourself. Give your children, show them what this life really is, what this life could be. Show them who they are. Show them who you are. Give them you. Subscribe again. Share this video. Like, and also check out the rest of the videos. But I do want to hear your thoughts. If you have other ideas, you have other things going on, I want to hear from you. Stay safe and blessed. And I'll see you